Hello, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to some more Wartales. And we have Connor Ryan here with an existential crisis of sorts. Why do I have to do all the killing? The others just aren't pulling their weight. I need to know I can count on them too. Actually, this isn't that bad. Exhort the group to follow your example. Such valor deserves a celebration, or try and teach these fools a small measure of your talent. Teaching them isn't that bad, but it's really not a lot of experience. It's like 50. Alternatively, you get happiness in relationship. I'd like for you to have good relationships with... Why do you keep building up relationships with the horses? I mean, this... Wait, hold on. We can appoint... We can appoint me to be the captain. I genuinely didn't think this was possible. I must deliberate on this. It would be hilarious. But there's a few things that captains can do that I'm not sure I can do as a horse, given the fact that I do not have thumbs. And those things are very important for the party later on. So I've looked into it. And it is possible for the pony to be the captain of the group. It also means that its wages are going to be increased. Now, I'm not sure we pay me any wages. Again, mainly owing to the fact that I do not have thumbs, but, yeah, you know what? The combat recently hasn't been the most difficult. Again, I say that is owing to good planning and picking the right fights to earn experience and stuff, rather than, just give me a second. Okay, there we go. Rather than, you know, the game being too easy or whatever, I think it's more on my part, but at any rate, we've been having it a bit too good thus far that, you know what, I think a handicap in the form of a pony captain of the group is exactly what we need, right? Now, here's the thing. Strategy table. This is what I was talking about. You can assign someone to the strategy table and it'll generate one extra valor point per rest. Okay, not a big deal because you get that from a tent as well. You can get valor points up, it's not the most important thing. However, the strategy table can be used to, well, strategize, shockingly, right? And that's actually very important because one of the things that the strategy table does is it lets you pick various buffs for the group until the next rest, as I think that's what it does, from camp. But one of the things that are more important that it does is one of the things that there's several different options you can do. You can assign a captain or a high-ranking officer to it, and they can pick different bonuses. One of those bonuses, right, is getting more deployment squares for each battle. You unlock some hidden deployment squares. Those can be very, very good. In fact, those can be vital at times. And so that's what I was looking for the most out of it. Unfortunately, I don't think a pony is going to be able to do that. I really don't. And so, bit of a problem, right? There is a wolf's den here. This group has taken over the area and is threatening you. I mean, if it's 3 level 1 wolves, it's not much of a threat, honestly. It is just 3 level 1 wolves. Okay. Genuinely, genuinely, this area is a lot easier than the other starting area in the game. And I thought this area would be a little bit more difficult, truth be told. Oh well. So, let's put these guys over here, I think, to fight these two wolves, and you two to fight these wolves over here. Does that make sense? Not quite. Okay, we're gonna do it like this. Because of the torch. Torch will do a little bit of burning on it, and then you can... You might not be able to finish it off, but you're gonna do a fair bit of damage to it. We get galvanization very early on, don't we? Yeah, we just need to kill one to get galvanization. Okay. In that case... in with an arrow. End turn. Stab. End turn. This one goes next, right? So you move to here. Throw the torch at it. Probably should have thrown the torch a little bit further back, but no, that works. And then, yeah. Have at ye. Okay, I am thinking about capturing one of these wolves right now, and honestly, they're a bit too weak. Level 1, 16 health, they're gonna get killed way too easily. Yeah. Would rather not, let's just say. Now, an alpha is a bit of a different story. A lot more... Oh, finally. Mine something. Now, an alpha is a lot more powerful, a lot more HP, a lot more damage, a lot more everything, and so... that one I would capture. Okay, this is not exactly gonna be safe or harmless. We've opened up another area. And we need a crude key, which I just found. Okay. More stuff to sell. Silver, it's a trade good, rare. 152 gold. A masterpiece trinket, again. Very rare. Problem is, there's yet more iron ore here. And I get the feeling that if I dig this up, it'll open up another passage, and... it's not just, I mean, it's almost like common sense at this point, kind of. If you keep digging, right, you're gonna dig too deep, much like the dwarves of old, and you're gonna get yourself into trouble. And I get the feeling, with each preceding click, I'm getting myself into more and more trouble. And it's quite the problem. An extremely old altar built to commemorate a deadly rock slide. Okay. Wait. Oh, Jesus, sorry about that. Well, we don't want to desecrate the altar. We've unlocked the way forward. So it took a miner and a thief to get all the way to here, and then we can keep going. This reminds me of one of those situations where you ask, like, are you sure you want to do this? And then you click yes, and it's, are you really sure you want to do this? And you click yes again, and then you're asked, are you really, really, really sure you want to do this? And you click yes, and then everyone's surprised when, you know, there's a huge boss fight, or you explode, or you die, or whatever. It reminds me of one of those things. Yep. Definitely reminds me of one of those things. However, it appears neither the giant rats nor the people hiding up here have spotted us yet. And so... these goods are stolen, aren't they? Yeah, they are. And so... what I believe we should do is loot up and then leave. Well, no, we're not going to leave these guys here, but probably the sensible thing to do. If not that, then at the very least, upgrade our weaponry. This is a two-handed axe. Not a fan, honestly. Not a fan. I mean, 9 damage to all units, guaranteed critically against poisoned units. Not the biggest fan. Much prefer you to have the really good shield. That I like. The rest... big fan, honestly. Okay, the abbot isn't going to help. You are fine as is, although I can give you the light armor, can't I? 6 goes up to 10, yeah. We can do that. Lazarus is getting the better armor. Commander Licious got the shield. And that's about it, right? I mean... then you can... oh, wait, hold on. This is a two-handed sword? Why am I not paying attention? It is. It's a two-handed sword. And in fact, it's a much better two-handed sword. Treacherous Setback. Deal 12 damage to all units in the area and applies bleeding if they are poisoned, which is a strange way of saying things, but... I mean, it's extra strength and it's one more bit of damage. It's just better than the old longsword, despite the bleeding poison combination not working out all that well for us currently. Yeah, okay, I'm happy with this. And then we didn't get a bow or anything like that. And the axe is, oh, it's a shame we're not going to be using it, but what can I say? We're not going to be using it. Now, Poacher Outlaw level 1, Criminal level 1.
Help! Help! Mercenaries!
Okay.
Those wretched things ambushed us while we were sleeping. I'm begging you, you've got to help us. Help! Those wretched things.
Right, yeah. 3 mole rats, and we have three allies. Okay. It is a level 1 fight. Fair enough. I mean, we're gonna have galvanization as well. They're gonna be fragile. We have every advantage known to mankind, really. We have a torch on the ground over here. Nothing could possibly go wrong, famous last words. But no, seriously, it feels like nothing could ever possibly go wrong. That and the fact that we have like 10 turns, and the fact that Danuke is just gonna take a nice big swing at them and just eliminate both of them and pretty much just end the battle with one giant sword swing makes things a little bit easier on us, shall we say, in the absolute least, right? Now the torch on the ground, the torch on the ground looks a little bit weird. The UI is telling me there's nothing here that's gonna burn Cotter Ryan if he walks up to it. Yeah, turns out that's true. But it looked kind of weird. Alright, there we go. So we pick this up, yeah, sure, we're going to pick up the 2 rats, can use them as food, as problematic as that is. And that's it. Okay, good. So, Delicious. Let's get you career plans, increase strength to 11. Dark Steed is going to be a war pony. Yes, indeed. That is going to be our first animal, so there you go. Constitution can go all the way up to 19. Health is going to be very important, because, I mean, he can wear armor, but I don't think I've found horse armor yet in this game. Ever. So, yeah. Okay, hello.
By the beast's fangs. Oh, it's a lucky thing you came along. Those filthy monsters were about to eat us alive.
Yeah, unfortunately, though, I think they ate most of your loot as well. What do you mean we're wearing it? I have no idea what you're talking about.
I don't know how to thank you. Take whatever you like from our camp. Help yourselves.
Already done. Yeah, well, you know. You're welcome and all that. Thing is, we now go this way. This wolf has been nibbled on. It's been nibbled on by the rats, no doubt about it. And I just realized we've entered a new province. And I did not realize that we can enter a new province from here, which is certainly interesting. We can also mine an absurd amount of iron from this location. Means it's worth coming back to every now and again, because you never really stop needing iron ore. Oh. 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 And it's a level 5 fight, because you see it's a level 5 mole rat. Okay. Yeah, they got 50 HP each. Yeah, they do. They do. Do you want to sound the retreat and give up the battle? I do. What does that do for us? 2 injuries. 5 raw materials. And we get the GTFO, right? Okay. Okay. So much later down the line, we're going to be able to come back here and mine iron ore at the expense of having to fight a bunch of mole rats, which is alright once you're like level 7, 8, 10 or something along those lines. Not when you're level 2, definitely. Definitely not. Dare I say it, it's a bit of a problem once you're level 2 to do that, but what can you do? Let's pick on someone our own size, shall we say, or ideally slightly smaller than us to get us going, shall we say. Here we go, Dark Steed, 38 health. It's really not a lot. Really isn't. Gonna start off with you. Engage. End the turn. Now let's see what the horse is going to do. Don't have control over the horse in any way, shape or form. Unfortunately. Although, this does mean that we can get the nuke to swing. And then I think I almost need a laceration here to get rid of both of them. Yeah. Demoralized, did you want to let him go? Yep, again. Going for the whole chivalrous thing, so sure. There we go. Spent a few points on that, but honestly, it's fine. Okay, so I can get this guy's dexterity up if I pay a lot of influence points, or I can get his movement up to 14. I like the fact that our cutthroat is going to be the most mobile person on the map / encounter. So I don't mind that upgrade for him right now.
Might I interest you in my humble wares, my good sirs?
No, not really. No, thank you. Not at this point. However, I need to look at the map. Right, we're going this way. Okay, is it across the bridge? Feels like it's going to be across the bridge. Okay. Because there is a task this way, and we still have a fair bit of time before we need to camp. Might actually be able to get to the site that we're looking for. That looks like an interesting group of villagers. I'd rather...
Let's go! Please! How could we have known this pony was so valuable? Just take it! Surely it's a fair trade for our freedom. We stole it straight out of Lahart's stables. You won't find a better one.
Okay.
Oh, please, mercenaries, I beg you. You don't need to kill us. We'll just leave. Your client will never hear from us again.
I'm sorry. No, can't do. You are criminals. Ow, bit myself, sorry. You are criminals and must be brought to justice. Yeah, if I accept this, I'll get a pony and I'll get a wanted level, which is very much opposite of everything I want to do with this party. No, I'm here to uphold the law and stuff. So, yeah. How about ye? Or something. Right. Yeah, this is gonna be a problem. Okay. You go over here. You can go over there. You can go there. First and foremost, someone has to live up to their name again. And I don't think it's going to be particularly difficult for him to do that with a 1, 2, 3 combination. He's gained the reputation, he's gained the Trained Giant. Strength and dexterity increased by 10% when a two-handed weapon is equipped. Which is pretty much going to be all the time. So, yeah, good. Great. Even. Put you there and end the turn. Or we're going to have some horse-on-horse combat there, which was, honestly, in my modest opinion, rather funny, but yeah. Anyway, this one goes next. I wonder... I could give Fury to everyone. That's not bad. I could give him Fury to Danuke as well. Didn't think of that, but I needed him to take the first turn. You know what? That's not bad at all. Put you like this. Give everyone Fury. It's just for the next attack, right? Yeah, just for the next attack. But it's more than enough to... Oh, really? Yeah, you know what? Fine. 2 damage on the horse isn't going to be the end of the world. And then, finally I can use this, can't I? All allied animals next to the target attack them with an attack of opportunity. Let's see if it works. Let's see how it works. Yep. That works more or less exactly the way I thought it would. Cool. Okay, so considering this guy goes next, shoot him in the face, please. That was a crit, wasn't it? Yes, it was. Alright, good. And then you turn next to an ally, so you get the bonus. Yeah, you're gonna get punched, that's fine. And then move over here and poison poppy, as terrible as that sound, or just straight up go for the throat. That's also an option, and then you can... I mean, we could frenzy here. It won't cost us anything because there's just temporary valor points. I don't have the movement to get to the last one. Oh well. Take. You try and disengage. Oh, you poor thing, you. And there we go. Opponents are demoralized and flee. Do you want to let them go? Yes, we do. Go off. Run off. You're fine. And here we go. Medium pony plate armor, 65 armor, level 8 required. Good God. Okay, that... I mean, it makes sense. But, we're not going to be able to use that anytime soon, I don't think. Level 8. Christ almighty. Picks up the armor. Potty-mouth has, leveled up. 2. We're gonna... Tell you what, I'm going to increase your movement, because I think your movement's been pretty shite, and I do need you to move a little bit more. Alright. So, help the villagers, quote-unquote, is done. Don't quite see how I've helped the villagers. I guess the villagers whose pony was stolen, although... From what I understand, it was from the noble, not the villagers, but whatever. There we go, and then there's some more iron ore here. We've collected, according to my estimates, about 5 million tons of iron ore doing this. Which means... couple of fights against some boars, wolves, and something along those lines, and we're probably gonna go to the nearest village and start crafting literally everything we possibly could. Just for the experience, because how much do I have? Yeah, 59 iron ore. It's good. It's good, that. Actually, very good. Okay. Let's set up camp. We have a reward of 99. We have... We still not have a woodcutter in the... Yeah, we don't, do we? Not know that. Alright. So, the Dark Steed... with this, will be the most powerful warhorse in all the land. Until I can get it, it's very fragile, and I gotta keep an eye on it. Because, yeah, it can get killed pretty bloody easily. Now we can upgrade the tent. It's not bad. Also grab like 5 more iron, 5 more lockpicks. We can also make... well, not much else, honestly, that we need. Camp chest. I mean, given the stolen items, we kinda need one. And it's cheap, so yeah. There you go. Camp chest. It's also... it sounds a little bit weird, but it's also not a bad way to just store things you don't need. For example... the pony armor. It's not going to get fenced off because it's not a stolen item. And you could just put it in there and use this chest as storage. Which I don't think is what is intended, how this is intended to be used. Place the items you wish to keep in this chest. Sign Thief sells the stolen items during the rest little by little. I mean, I guess it is based on the description. But we can also just eat the grapes, so we don't really need to sell that. This, I guess, is fine. And yeah, I'll put the armor in there, and I mean, the rest of this stuff is pretty much just stuff that we cook, eat, sell, whatever, trade with. I don't really mind it being here, but yeah. There we go, I suppose. Speaking of cooking, I don't have any salt, so I can't cook anything. At least not right now, but we can use this carcass, we can use the rats, we can use the grapes. And then just add some bread on top of that, I suppose, and a couple of apples, and that'll do just fine. Unfortunately, not the best meal, probably. I mean, the carcass, so and so, right? Probably not that bad. Rats. I hear they're a delicacy in some parts of the world. It's about all the rationalization I can do for this meal. Okay, there you go. A stone item has been laundered, troops are well rested, and we've gained 4 valor points, putting us at 5 out of 7, which is perfect. Leaves room for some temporary valor points to play around with. And I didn't upgrade the tent, which I should have done before resting, but what can you do? It's it doesn't matter that much, you know. Learn and live and something along those lines. Yay, smoked sardine, bream, salted shark, empty. Don't really need much of this. Chicken would be nice. Anything here that I need to learn and know? Probably stuff over here that I need to learn, but maybe not right now. Now let's keep the knowledge point. God Orion wants to tell us something though. I've really made great strides. I feel stronger, more capable, more confident in battle. I wonder if others feel the same way. Gain 98 experience with close companions, gain 1 aptitude point, or 1 relationship with companions. Let's get that aptitude point. Because it's not 1 aptitude point, it's 2 aptitude points, due to the fact that we have career plan, right? And so you now get 21 dexterity, which is rather amazing. And it's there forever, or it's there until you die. Everything else is sort of temporary. XP, there's different sources of, you know, companion relationships increase over time, various ways, etc., etc. But aptitude points are eternal and never-ending. So, yeah. One of those... I feel like it's one of those investments where, in the long run, it's what pays out the most. But, no, I could be wrong. Just what it feels like to me. Alright, I think we're done with this little part of the kingdom. Yeah? Cleared out this cave. Semi-cleared out this cave. We can follow this road now, because we haven't explored over here. And yeah. Spring Origins. See, I knew there was something along here. It seemed like it on the map. It's another mine, and it... Interesting place. It's a Lehart soldier. Okay, hello.
Have you here, mercenaries? Never mind. How would you like to poison a well? Vanalis is down to his last well. You won't get another chance, and we'll make it worth your while, believe me. Oh, come now, why so glum? It's not a heroic deed by any stretch of the imagination, but Vanalis is the one who started this war, and we've got to put an end to it one way or another, right? It'll be easy as pie, you'll see. Just throw any old carcass in the water. We brought this one, but you can use one of yours.
Let me think about it. Let me think about it. Because, No, I think I'd rather throw in with the other guy. Honestly. Yeah. Yeah, from what I remember... Let's get back to this. I really do need to change the hotkeys for pause recording, because I wanted to check off camera. Necessarily need the standby screen, but anyways, as I was saying, yeah, I want to throw in with the other guy. Yes, I do. So, no thank you, I suppose, or rather than no thank you. Yeah, poisoning the well is beneath us, and we are here to uphold law and order and fight for the one true king, ruler of this land, the one ordained by God. The other one, you know, the other one. Yeah, that one. Good. Good. Okay, so don't be afraid of this. This will instantly kill anyone in the circle, but only at the end of the turn, so not a big problem. First to go is Iterian Learhart's soldier. First to go for us is going to be the nuke. I shouldn't have done this. I should have gone Lazarus, Rally, and then Danuke with this, because it would have done so much more damage. So much more damage. Would have actually killed both of them. And now I'm just wasting Valor points. Shame! Really keep forgetting about this, because I don't usually use Rallying Cry. I really don't, and it's very good, what it is. It is in fact very, very good. I need to stop the Sapper from taking her turn, if at all possible. Okay, yep, 4 damage is nothing, although you did push it away, which is a bit rude. Let's go here. Shoot you in the face. Just end the turn right there. We get 2 temporary Valor points. A little bit of damage on that guy is not terrible. And we can actually get in between them and physically stop the Sapper from taking her turn by just... Well, actually kill her. Nice. Wrath. Right, good. So that means we get that galvanization, and I can now surround people, and we can maybe even... take one of them prisoner. Probably not, though. Are we going to let him go? Yeah. Go. And there we go. So, we get a Legion Buckler. It's a really light shield. I don't think we're going to need it. Considering the shield we have, right? I mean, you can't use it, yeah. And then, yeah, it's pretty much worse in every single way, so we can sell it. The nuke does get all the way up to level 4 now, which is great. And we can increase his constitution, movement, or strength if we choose to invest a lot of points into it, which is... it's not ideal. It's usually better to invest into one of these. 40 influence. Yeah, you know what? Take it. We'll take 19 strength on you. More of a glass cannon, but yeah. Okay, you don't need that carcass, thank you very much. Don't want to throw that in there. Because, well, you know. Is that it? Can I not loot anything from here now?
mercenaries. My name is Acercia. I am one of Lord Vanalis's lieutenants.
Okay.
We are looking for the scoundrels who are poisoning our wells. Any clue would be useful.
I've got something much better than a clue.
You've killed them. I can't believe it. There was a bounty on their heads. I think it is only fair that you should have it.
Thank you! I did not know there was a bounty on their heads, but thank you. That is most fair and noble of you and all those good things. Yeah, there you go. See? Awesome. And so now we go this way. Oh, looks a bit more confusing on the map. So we continue going this way, and we should end up, before the day's done, next to Courtier, right? Hopefully. I think we have enough time to reach it. Yeah. Although, we also have the old customs post. Ooh, level 3 bunch of enemies. No. This is one of those things where you take a look at it and you go, you know what? Not yet. Not quite and not yet. Although, soon. Soon, definitely. Now, I mean, we could go to Corsia, like I said. We do need to go there. Maybe pick up another recruit, maybe, you know. Leave those footprints for now. We'll get to that eventually. Like I said, we do need to get to the village soon. Maybe pick up another recruit. Pick up the bounty that we've earned. All of those things. That's all fine and well. But we also have this task that we need to get rid of, and we also need to get rid of the abbot, because, well, you know, not get rid of him in the sense of, yeah.
You're pretty fast. Let me catch my breath.
We're not paying him wages, but he is eating our food, so.
Let's see. We're here because... Yes, the ambush. We're going to destroy this bridge. The caravan will be forced to stop. And this time, you can attack it without getting it wrong.
Without me getting it wrong.
Go ahead and demolish those pillars.
Okay? Whatever you say. As long as we're getting paid for it. Which we are. And just wood, really? Hoping we get, I mean, the experience is nice, but I was hoping I get some stone out of it, or like sandstone or something. Not the bridge is made out of sandstone. I know, but
Well done, mercenaries.
sandstone is difficult to get a hold of, and yeah. And there it is. There's the convoy. So now we just wait for it to get closer, and we have to camp. I'm hoping this won't ruin the... well, the quest and everything. The fact that I have to camp. Is... really didn't think I need to camp. But I do. What do I need for a strategy table? I need some more wood. Lovely. Can I disassemble something? Yes, I can. I tell you what, this is 16 gold. These are both 20. I will disassemble these things. And it got me 1 wood, 1 leather, and 3 iron ore. Well, I also got 3 raw materials, which is not terrible. Yeah, like I said, disassembling usually not worth it. But at least we tried, so there you go. Also lighten the load a little bit, which I guess helps. I guess. Alright. Let's camp here. We're gonna need to eat up our... it's just bread. Just bread is gonna have to do. Some honey? Nah, it's gonna increase our happiness, but we're gonna get it to 15 anyway, so no. Alright, rest. Okay, there we go, and Lazarus has something to tell us. The world is much bigger than I imagined. It feels like I could spend my life traveling and still never visit the same place twice. Okay, so chat about the adventures on the road. Yeah, sure. Chat about the adventures on the road with people. There's the other things we don't really need all that much, I'm going to be honest with you. We have plenty of influence and plenty of valor points. Okay, there we go. And right back where we were, the caravan is on the road to the bridge. Good. Pick up these flowers really quickly. And I think now that they're close enough and they've stopped, we can actually talk to them and fight them.
Why is this bridge collapsed? Who are you?
Yep.
Where is our patrol?
I ruined it, dead, and just a ragtag bunch of mercenaries hired to kill you. Sorry. Level 2, Legionary Sapper and Lemmy, the commander. Lemay. Is it Lemay or is it Lemmy? Lemmy sounds cooler, Lemay sounds... well, sounds more like it. Well, that should be red, but... you know. It is what it is. Unfortunately for us, the Legionary Sapper is a ways away, although... I'm going to do a quick little calculation here. If I go here and here to fight these two, is he going to be able to... I don't think he's going to be able to hit us, which is interesting. Okay, so tried and tested strategy. Wing. End turn, because this time we're trying to preserve valor points. Yeah. Not a particularly difficult fight, and I don't mind taking a little bit of damage. Should I have gone with Lazarus? Again, made the same mistake. This time consciously, because like I said, I'm trying to preserve valor. I'm not quite sure at this point. Okay. Move out of the way. There's a 20% chance of you hitting your ally from here. Okay, that works. Hit the wrong guy still, but it's like I said, it works. Okay, and then you take your turn next. So tell you what, I mean, this isn't the optimal thing to do, but the reason I'm doing it is I'm hoping that the sapper really can't hit anything useful from here. And I was kind of right. Kinda. Kinda not really. What is this? Target specifically perform one attack of opportunity against the first enemy entering the area. What's the range on that? Okay, we're testing things, right? We're just testing things. Test successful. I was wondering what the range on the spike is. Does it go... like, is it enough? Hit the guy, turns out it is. I am so sorry, I completely forgot about Command Delicious. Oh my god. Yeah, you're not gonna get into this fight anytime soon. Whoops. Yeah, I am so sorry. Yikes. So I'm gonna cut you down. There we go. Beautiful. Yeah, I was counting on this. The enemy flees, and I don't have to deal with the archer, so there you go. You can go. Pair up our armor. Statues, nice. Money's nice. Reinforced gambeson, light. Sorry, it's not light. It's medium armor. That seems useful. This will decrease your movement. It's already pretty high, but it will give you a bunch of armor. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? I like that. It's not bad. Not bad at all. Right, good. That's it. And now we go back to the bridge, right? Yeah. Yeah, but eyes you suspiciously. Okay, yeah, we won't deal with.
Praised be Saint Elior. Praised be our guide, Jeru. Praised be the great eye. Done it. Mercenaries, this is wonderful. It is a blessed day indeed.
This wouldn't really call it blessed, but okay.
Won't dare venture into these parts anymore. I'll spread rumors that the caravan was struck by the Ice Wrath. Yes, all their soldiers will quiver in fear. I'll do so upon my return. Also, I do not wish to unduly profit from your piety, but would you be so kind as to escort me to St. Elior Abbey? I will give you a well-deserved reward as soon as we arrive.
Attack the Abbey and keep the food for yourself. That would be, it wouldn't be entirely unjust as well, given that, given everything, but no, we'll keep our end of the bargain. Let's go. But like I said, it wouldn't be entirely unjust either, given, given how the abbot's been behaving. Tell you what though, we've been playing this for quite a while. I think it's time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Next time round, we're probably going to have to fight these guys over here and then make it back to town and recruit someone new. Also pick up the bounty that we've... or collect the bounty that we've earned from doing our task, filling the contract. And then sell all of this stuff as well, which is going to make us quite a bit of money. Until then, my name is Juggernaut. Like, subscribe down below if you enjoyed the video, and stay tuned with the rest of the series and the rest of the content that I produce on the channel. Until then, have fun, take care, and bye-bye.